Welcome to the DualPhase talk series. Welcome to the explainer. So today we are diving deep into a truly moderate mental model. It's each regarding creativity, peak performance, and in what specific thing manner mastering two totally distinct ways of thinking is able to unlock your full potential. Allows kick things off with this beautiful quote from Virginia Woolf. I signify, merely listen to that, like a fountain spurting. It perfectly captures that, you understand, that spontaneous, almost uncontrollable wellspring of ideas. It's a kind of thinking we've each experienced, even if we is able to merely, you understand, turn it on whenever we desire. You understand the feeling, right? Of course you perform. And that remarkable aha moment? It isn't certain random accident. Nope. It's in fact a massive clue to in what specific thing manner our brains are fundamentally wired to solve tough problems. So to truly obtain for what specific thing reason that happens, we require to meet the two quite distinct thinkers living inside your head. Okay, allow us obtain into it. The core ideas, what specific was truly brought to the mainstream by educator Barbara Oakley is this. Our brains basically operate in two totally distinct modes at what specific thing time we're trying to tackle anything full. And they possess quite distinct jobs, but you entirely require both of them. So on one side, you've got the focus mode. This is your deep function engine, right? It's each regarding intense concentration, getting into the nitty-gritty details, and following the patterns you already understand. Believe of it like a laser beam. But subsequently on the other side, you possess the diffuse mode. This is your brain's creative daydreaming state. This is at what specific thing time your mind wanders, sees the full picture, and this is the magic part. Starts forming these surprising novel connections. It's fewer like a laser, and additional like a bunch of scattered lanterns lighting up the full landscape at once. And this evolutionary analogy, it merely nails the concept. Believe regarding it. To survive, a bird has to concentrate like crazy to pick up those minuscule grains of food that is pure focused mode. But in this location's the thing. If it only does that, well, it's going to obtain eaten. It has to pause, pull back, relax its focus, and scan the full horizon for predators. That's the diffuse mode kicking in. So peak performance, it's don't merely regarding grinding on the details. It's regarding mastering the bigger picture, the context. It's regarding survival. So this isn't merely certain neat psychological idea, okay? It's in fact deeply rooted in the physical architecture of our brains. So allow us dive into the neuroscience a bit and observe in what specific thing manner this full two-mode thing in fact builds that state of peak performance we each crave flow. Let's dissect this concept without overwhelming you, so we'll keep things straightforward. Your brain operates through three primary systems that govern how you direct your focus. The first is the central executive network, often referred to as the CN. This system acts as your attention control system, activating whenever you're intensely engaged in a task. Next, there's the default mode network, or DMN, which functions as your internal monologue generator. It becomes active when your mind drifts away from focused activity, allowing for reflection and imagination. However, the most crucial component is the salience network, abbreviated as SN. This network serves as the conductor, shifting your mental focus between the CN and DMN. It's responsible for the back and forth transitions between concentrated effort and idle thoughts, ensuring your mind remains balanced and responsive to changing demands. So what specific thing is flow truly on a brain level? Well, true flow happens at what specific thing time that switch. The salience network keeps you totally locked into the intense focus of the central executive network. And at the identical time, it quiets down each that self-essential chatter and random mind wandering from the default mode network. It's like the ultimate harmony, you're merely entirely absorbed. Let's shift our focus from theoretical discussions to practical applications. 50+ minutes. That's in what specific thing manner long it typically takes for a developer to obtain each those mental gears turning, fully engage that focus engine and obtain into a productive flow state. And the key word in that location is uninterrupted, because whichever interruption, I signify, whichever, a rapid meeting, a Slack notification, even a tap on the shoulder. Boom, the clock resets, right back to zero. So what specific thing you perform regarding that? While superior performing teams, they obtain it. They understand in what specific thing manner fragile the state is, so they place up defenses. They perform things like time blocking. They declare none meaning one's days. They push challenging for communication that doesn't demand an instant reply. What specific thing they're truly doing is consciously building these full protective walls around their focused mode. They're giving that focus engine the space it desperately needs to in fact solve intricate problems without being derailed each 5 minutes. Okay, currently for a full modify of scenery. Allows jump to a totally distinct field that, believe it or don't, illustrates this exact identical principle, merely brilliantly. The super superior precision world of radio frequency engineering. So in what specific thing manner in the world perform you ideal a ridiculously intricate radio circuit? The answer is, well, it's don't so straightforward. And it in fact reveals this fascinating debate between two approaches that you guessed it, perfectly mirror our two modes of thinking. So on one hand, you've got simulation. This is the ultimate focused analytical task. You're modeling the circuit with software, being super methodical and precise. It's your brain's focus engine firing on each cylinders. But on the other hand, you possess manual tuning. This is each hands-on, physically tweaking components, trying this, trying that. It's each regarding intuition and experience. And I love this. One engineer on a forum in fact called it a enormous trial and error time sink. That right in that location? That's the diffuse mode's playground. It's messy. It's regarding discovery. It's regarding finding unexpected connections. And in this location is in what specific location it each comes together. And it's merely ideal. The best outcomes, the absolute best, rely on a dance between these two modes. The top engineers, they don't merely pick one. They utilize simulation, that focused path, to obtain, state, 95% of the way in that location. But subsequently they switch. They begin manually tuning, using that additional diffuse discovery-based process, to discover that last minimal bit of perfection, that unexpected solution you could never possess predicted. They are deliberately, strategically switching between their brains and networks, to obtain the absolute best result. So what specific things the full takeaway in this location? It's that peak performance is don't regarding being focused each the time. It's don't regarding brute forcing yourself into one mode. The real secret? It's regarding mastering the switch. Okay, so how can you practically implement this in your daily routine? It's quite simple. Let's explore 4 essential strategies. The first step involves concentrating with high intensity for short durations, ideally around 40 to 50 minutes. The second step is crucial because when you encounter an obstacle and feel stuck, you shouldn't force yourself to keep going. So, once you truly understand this rhythm, this pulse between focus and wandering, you is able to begin to intentionally create the conditions for your own next outstanding idea. It truly isn't regarding working harder. It's regarding working smarter, with the two incredibly powerful minds you already possess. The only question left is, what specific thing problem are you going to solve?